Hi, I'm Rick Mills, President and CEO of United Educators. 6 months ago, I was sitting at Dartmouth wondering and frankly worrying about the cost of insurance. Now, here from my seat at UE, I have a clear window on the liability landscape. Over the next few minutes, Sarah Braughler, Joe Carter, and I will answer the most frequently asked questions we get from you, our members. We want to answer the what and why questions about your insurance premiums and how we, as a member-owned captive, are navigating the liability insurance market. One thing that I know is that UE is not about profit. We don't have external shareholders. We'll begin with the question of why premiums are increasing year over year. Members routinely and understandably ask us this question. Any conversation about premiums needs to begin with the liability landscape. I'll turn to Sarah to give us an explanation.
Thanks, Rick. Happy to help answer this question. Two inflationary factors are impacting the cost of premiums. The first is the general economic inflation. The second is social inflation. Social inflation is the increase in insurer costs above general economic inflation, and it's had a significant impact on claims costs over the past 6 years. A variety of factors contribute to social inflation, including declining trust in institutions, particularly educational institutions, increased legislative risk, litigation advertising and solicitation of claimants, and third-party litigation financing. These all combine to cause social inflation, and it's a real factor in the current liability landscape. If you'd like to learn more, we have resources on our website. You can also find key takeaways from publicly available information that may clear the upward spikes. For example, from 2014 to 2020, the average cost of U.S. personal injury awards jumped 137%. Bottom line, it's a tough environment for educational institutions facing litigation. Now Rick's going to explain how UE member claims fit in the broader context.
We see the big picture at UE. We know educational institutions are facing rising jury awards across all liability lines. Claim defense and indemnity costs, which include both settlements and verdicts, continue to rise for our members. In particular, sexual misconduct claims continue to be a significant challenge. And in other loss areas, from workplace discrimination to accidents and personal injury matters, UE members, both higher ed and K-12 schools, are seeing substantial increases in the cost to resolve claims. These trends are necessarily reflected in our premiums. We understand you want to know, how does UE determine my premium? Let's turn to Joe to explain further.
Thanks, Rick. Premiums are set to keep pace with the trend of rising claims costs. We evaluate your loss ratio, risk profile, liability limits, and the litigation environment where you operate. We're also looking for active engagement managing risks on your campus. We understand that when campus leaders demonstrate a commitment to risk prevention and response, they help build a more resilient community. Your risk mitigation efforts can positively impact your premiums. Given you're operating within a stormy risk landscape, we get questions about our policy limits. First, whether we can sustain $30 million, and second, whether we'll even offer higher limits. Let's turn to Rick to answer that.
Because of your commitment to this risk retention group, we are able to offer $30 million in policy limits at a time when other carriers don't come close. $30 million of capacity has become an industry exception in the last 5 years. The reason UE continues to be able to offer these limits is our depth of experience with education claims, which is important to reinsurers. Reinsurers value the combination of our ability to achieve scale, to manage claims, and your ability to manage risks working with us. They also know that what we do is grounded in data-driven insights and partnership with you, our members. In short, they have confidence and trust in what we do together. We've heard your request for higher limits, and you can be assured we are always evaluating the potential for additional capacity. I'll turn it back to Joe to explain more about how being an owner of UE helps you.
We recognize that being a part of this risk retention group is a choice. There are many benefits to you for being a member owner of UE. We have earned AM Best A excellent ratings every year since 1998. We sustain a high retention rate, and our expense ratio is quite good. Our goal is to meet the cost of claims and manage the volatility of long-tail liabilities. Over our more than 37 years, we have seen tens of thousands of claims. You can leverage our collective experience and insights when collaborating on liability and cost mitigation. You have a say in our governance and the ways we serve you. We customize our policies to meet your needs. We help you with risk mitigation through thoughtful claims resolution. And with your help, we share education-specific risk management strategies and practical tools. Now back to you, Rick.
Thank you, Joe and Sarah, for helping answer these top questions. We want you to know that we are committed to helping you navigate the challenges you face. Our objective continues to be to maintain resiliency and fiscal strength in a volatile liability landscape. You own this company, and we are eager to help you solve your liability concerns. We hope you'll contact us in the coming days by email or phone, if not in person, to share your own insights. Thank you.